Well, aside from the press issues, I've got a cut-off bandsaw that I paid $300 for, which has not worked since I brought it home. It's a jet, which is just another name for Chinese garbage. And part of the issue is, I mean, this stuff is just, it's garbage. They don't even do anything to finish this properly. None of this is square. The castings are all off and uneven, and I don't know if you can see the difference from one side to the next. You know, it's just garbage. So I've been taking these and ungarbaging them as much as I can. I ran this through the milling machine to even out, squared up. And one of the issues was they put these cheapo washers, and when you're clamping down, they tulip out and they don't work right. So here it is. So I machined a really heavy washer, and then I had this mounted on the mill like this, and I was doing a pass this way with the roughing mill, and the roughing mill put these grooves in there, which actually was a pleasant mistake, because that'll help clamp, keep all this from moving, you know, give it something to clamp onto. So that was a good thing that came out of the milling. And this heavy washer won't tulip out, it'll stay square. So hopefully the changes I made on this will enable me to adjust this properly so the blade will track properly. And I'm going to take this apart and do the same thing on this. And I think this, for right now, I'm just going to leave alone. It looks all right, passable for the temporary time being, whatever. And then we'll see. But I haven't been able to keep the blade on there. I haven't really been able to cut anything. The one thing I've noticed about all these, whether it's Harbor Freight or Jet or whatever name you want to put on it, they're all the same. They're exactly the same thing. Except, you know, if Jet puts their name on it, they add $500 to the price tag, which is absolutely ridiculous. And I bought this used, and I'm kind of wondering, you know, how did this guy even cut anything with this thing? Because I haven't been able to get it to cut at all, because the blade keeps popping off. So you can see how this is thicker on this end than this end. But what I did is I squared it up here. This isn't really going to matter too much, so I just left it alone. I don't want to machine too much, and then I've got a problem when I put it back together because they did such a crappy job to begin with. It's just ridiculous. So we'll do the same thing on this. You know, we're gonna get it looking good and see if I can get some decent adjustment out of the tracking so that I can keep the blade from popping off.